Okay, here we're going to see an example of processing the data incrementally using an incremental classifier. Uh, and that just means that the model, uh, the prediction happens for each instance, and then the instance is added and the model is improved. So you can get a graph of how the model accuracy changes over time. Over time means as we add in new instances. So this is the screen that we want. We're using the knowledge flow. And so this is what we have, and I'm just going to explain this. So first I went to data source and I used ARF loader. I clicked on that and I clicked and added it, and I'll just delete that because I already did it. And I have this. Then I had to select the data source, so I would right click on this and I would double click on this and browse up here. I would browse to the data set and open it. So I already did that, so I won't do that. Then I would get a then I'm going to use a class assigner, because in this data set, well, actually I don't need it for this data set, but just as an example, I choose the class assigner, which is in the filters, and it's here. So I would put that on the screen like this. Don't need it. And I would right click, I would double click on that, and I get this, and this allows me to indicate which variable is the variable I'm trying to predict. So actually I'm just going to leave it like it is as last, so I really didn't need this, but in other cases we might use it. So if I wanted to predict, instead of the last one, if I wanted to predict anything other than the last one, I'd have to use this, and I would indicate which one it was. For example, if there were 8 variables and I want to predict the 7th one, I would just type in a 7 instead of last. I would type in 7, but I don't want to do that, so I'll leave it. Now, because we want to do this incremental classification, we need a classifier which is capable of doing that, and these are the classifiers, and the one I use this one, naive Bayes, updatable. I think there must be other ones as well. I'm not sure exactly which ones are updatable. But should be some others somewhere, hopefully. Anyway, this one is updatable. And next we, okay, sorry, I forgot to do this. Here, after I put this one in there, then I have to right click on here and use instance, because I'm doing this incrementally. So instead of doing data set, which is usually what we would do, I use instance connection, and that gives me a connection like this to this one. Same thing here, I have to do an instance connection here, and that will connect to this one. Now, as I said, I want the incremental classifier evaluator, and this is the box for that, and I again would use incremental classifier for this. Okay, and then from here I want to view the results, and I want to view the text results and also the chart results. So here I would right click and connect text and connect to here, and then I would also right click again and connect chart and connect to here. Okay, and so if I right click this now and click show chart, there's nothing there, but once I start the evaluation, it's going to draw the chart. Now, if I had really a lot of data and it took a long time to process the data, we could see the progress slowly, but this happens very quickly. You can't even see that it's taking time, or that it's happening over time. But anyway, let's do it. Right-click and start loading. And then, anyway, let's look at it up here. And here you see the results. And this says accuracy, and this is the error, root mean squared error. So they're just mirror images of each other, because when accuracy is high, the error is low, and vice versa. So this is how it proceeded to train, and actually the accuracy was higher at the beginning for some reason. It just happens because of the particular data that we had, but eventually we get an accuracy like this and an error like that. And if you want to see the text results, show the results here, and you can see this output that we've seen before, and we can see these are correctly classified and these are incorrectly classified, and there were 86% correctly classified. And that is all. One other thing that you could do, if you wanted to say, let's see if I can do it like this. Yeah, I can group these as a subflow. Let's try that. Call it whatever. So this contains all of those nodes, and I wonder if there's a way to save this. Add to user tab. Okay, let's try it. So here, now we have a user tab, and we have this. So now if I click this and click here, I get the whole thing. So I can make these nodes and then use them again and again. So that can be, I suppose, very useful. Okay, that's all.